I got hit up by an artist who's friends with another artist that's a manga assistant in Japan. She's kind of going to be the interpreter because he can't speak English. And according to her, he's been a manga assistant on big titles like Death Note. Hey guys, WHYTMANGA here, and today I've decided to make a very peak YouTuber video. Why not? First, let's pay some bills. Partnered up with the fine folks at Ridge to bring this video to you guys. They make a lot of really cool industrial stuff, backpacks, knives, cool merch like what I'm rocking. But their flagship product is their nice sleek industrial wallet. Fits the pocket quite nicely. It's got thousands of 5-star reviews and a lifetime warranty. RFID blocking technology that protects you from digital pickpocketers. So many really cool designs for you to choose from. So if you want to support this channel as well as have the wallet of the new world, go to ridge.com/WHYTMANGA or use the discount code WHYTMANGA for 10% off. As most of you know, I'm the creator of Apple Black and BACASSI, published and serialized in Saturday AM and PM respectively. I released 2 volumes of Apple Black that most of you guys enjoyed very much. So much so that now I get a very reoccurring question, which is kind of in theme with Apple Black. Very,
Where is my volume 3? You just gonna end it like that? End of volume 2? Did you see that ending? You just gonna leave me on a cliffhanger like that, Pete?
Well, you get the gist. So I decided to get me some manga assistants. I'm gonna be paying people to finish my manga. There you go. Why not? Everybody's doing it, right? I'm one of the cool kids. Yeah. Obviously, there were a lot of things to consider. The goal here was to create a team, an A-team, to speed up quantity, but not hurt quality. And the way to not hurt quality is to find artists who were able to replicate my art style, at least my inking style. So in some cases, they'll be inking what I sketch fully or partially, and they'll have to do it the way I do it. Basically, they'll need to become me. Sometimes it'll just be the background, sometimes it might be the whole page, it depends. That way I'm able to do other things, whether it be for Saturday AM behind the scenes or for this channel. It was very difficult to figure out the best way to do this, to find the people, to kind of test them, basically form a whole orientation so it'll work. I thought it was the only way. If I'm going to be able to create more content on Apple Black and finish it while I'm alive, I needed assistance and I got them. How did I get them? Here's how. I posted on Twitter and my IG stories just to find people I know who would be engaged, not just any artist. I was looking for artists that I knew would be more engaged, and those are artists that would be in the community, keeping their ears to the ground. So I put out a tweet and an IG story telling everybody I was looking for manga assistants, and then I picked them, put them in the Discord channel, and then we had fun, we had a test, and the test was for them to ink 2 pages in 1 week. The pages in question were 2 detailed pages from Apple Black's installment in Saturday Wars. I'd already inked the pages, so they were allowed to look at how I would normally ink a page, but then get the Clip Studio Paint file and then replicate the whole thing. So you needed to have Clip Studio Paint to do it. And from that pile, I think I had over 100 entries. Talent all over the place. Honestly, I was kind of honored that people want to be my manga assistant at all, but I just thought it was a necessity. I might be able to get away with it here and there, but if it's gonna really work, I need to be able to create at least 1 volume a year. At least. And with everything I'm doing, like I mentioned earlier, it's really difficult. This is what needs to happen, but it also needs to happen in such a way that we're not sacrificing quality. So the people I picked had to be on their A game, and the people I picked were on their A game. My page is on the left, and you can see their work on the right. This is Elliot, Fabio, Lauren, and Taylor. I thought it was really cool to see all of them created almost identical. Now, obviously they got the sketches from me. They were just inking over my sketches. But still, these were close enough to where I thought, just a little nudge here and there, and it could really ink my sketches. Not only that, I could also tell that their work was already really good in their own style, but the goal is not to do it in their own style, because if that was the case, then everybody would have completely different styles and all the pages would look different from one another because there are a bunch of people inking the same thing. But this was good for me to see that they knew what they were doing, and therefore if I had to explain anything to them, it'll be pretty easy and straightforward. And so now I have manga assistants working completely digitally all over the country, and so far working with the assistants has been great. The goal is for them to learn over time, and they'll just get better and better and better, trying to become me. I send them the sketch with the dialogue in there, they ink it to the best of their abilities, it comes back to me, I do a little review, almost like an art director on an anime, but obviously for a manga, and just making sure everything's consistent and everything flows well. They'll ink it, I'll kind of would ink over their inks to make sure everything is smooth, and that saves me a lot of time. The goal is for it to save me even more time, and that will happen over time. I hope. This way I can actually be in more Saturday AM installments throughout the year. If you look at the last issue of Saturday AM, the majority of the pages were inked by them and then kind of inked by me. Well, you can kind of see what Apple Black is going to look now. And so the manga pages are no longer going to be traditional. We're going digital, baby. Moment of silence for all the traditional pages we had to do. Low-key, I'm going to save a lot of money from this, actually, now that I think about it. One day, maybe I'll figure out what to do with the traditional pages. Maybe they'll come in handy one day, so I'll keep them. Check out Apple Black on Saturday AM issue 130. It's free to read on the app currently, and you can see what we've been able to do so far. Now for Saturday AM issue 131, we're going to be looking at the pages that they've inked now, and then we'll kind of be seeing the changes that I make to them so that everything flows smoothly. So here's a page I sketched and sent to Lauren. She inked it, sent it back, clipped the paint file, and I'm just making the slight alterations to make sure everything kind of looks seamless and nothing is jarring. It makes it all look like it was inked by one artist. And doing these alterations versus inking the whole thing saves me a lot of time. You got Angelo over here, character from the series. Those who've read it know what I'm talking about. If I can just send them sketches, they ink it, and over time, I'll need to do less editing like this and just get it right away. Once in a while, we'll have like meetings, and in those meetings, we'll kind of go over the changes I made and why I made them, so I have to make them less and less. Here's another page I sent to Taylor. He inked it, sent it back, and I'm doing all the changes that I have to do. So altering a couple things here and there, and obviously I tone and ink it. They can't tone and ink it because if I make changes to the line work, I'll have to make changes to the toning, and that might actually be counterproductive. At least for now, it can be if I have to make too many changes, but if I don't have to make too many changes and they happen to tone it, it's still fine. Here's the same page with a closer look at a panel that Taylor inked, but then I'm going in, making some alterations to this giant ship in the skies. For those who've read volume 1, you know what this is. And then just making other changes to the backgrounds, and I think it's really cool to see, how people can just ink my backgrounds and I can just come in and do very limited stuff, and all I have to worry about is sketching it. Just imagine if I had to do less and less to almost zero alterations to the inks. Who knows, we might be able to put out multiple volumes a year, and that's best case scenario. Again, some of the pages we worked on, they're already in the issues. The latest 2 Saturday AM issues have pages you can go check out. Those are pages that the assistants worked on. So if you're curious and you want to check out all the other series that are in Saturday AM and all the cool stuff, like the latest past issues have been solid. Even the graphic design work. There are a lot of unsung heroes behind the scenes in Saturday AM, and I think we've been hitting it out of the park more than ever. I'm not going to disclose everything about the team just yet, but so far so good. During the announcements, one cool thing that happened, I got hit up by an artist who's friends with another artist that's a manga assistant in Japan. She's kind of going to be the interpreter because he can't speak English. And according to her, he's been a manga assistant on big titles like Death Note, Shaman King, Naruto, and there's some interest there. Maybe BACASSI in there? We'll see. See, I can make YouTube-y type videos, put my little twist on it. I don't know if you guys like it. Hopefully you do. For the 2.5 people that made it to the end of this video, don't forget to like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Holy go smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you stay notified each time I upload absolutely anything. Turn on all notifications. Check out some of my other videos. There's a lot more to come. It's Whyt Manga, and I'm out of here.